Hi, sisters. Welcome back to the second chapter of Sister to Sister, a treasured gift, repairing the gap in sisterhood. And, excuse me, on the last segment, I talked to you about the very first chapter where I described to you how we are powerful women. We are mighty in God, and how we are the helpmeet to the man. And so if you missed that part, then go back and watch part 1. It's called chapter 1, actually, and it's posted on the Black Women of Faith community. I'm going to read to you from the second chapter called Dissecting the Loose Woman, and it goes like this. Hey sis, can we talk? When I say loose, I am not talking about women thou art loose. I am talking about being whorish. I remember on my birthday one year, a co-worker said to me, "You didn't get no booty for your birthday?" As I thought about his question, I began thinking back to the days when I would have never been caught on my birthday without having a little activity in the sack. Now that I am a saved sister, I realize that the behavior that I practiced back in the day was characteristics of a loose woman. Proverbs uncovers the warning signs to look for when a man comes in contact with this type of woman. A whorish woman thinks of her needs only. She doesn't care who she hurts just as long as her needs are met. She will break up a marriage, a home, or whatever is standing in her way of what she thinks is her happiness. Being a whore means that you possess a loose spirit. You think that the only way to satisfy a man is in the bedroom. The Bible tells us that a man who lies with a whore lacks understanding. He is stupid. The man who lies with a whore has no sense. God has given to the man wisdom and understanding. If a man possesses this, then he should be able to detect a loose woman. If a man picks up a woman in the streets, then he is going in the fire with his eyes wide open. I refer to the passages from Proverbs 7:4 through 27. So when you get a chance, ladies, grab your Bibles and read that whole passage, and it will break down to you what I just said. It goes on to say this: Satan uses promiscuous people to kill off mankind. Sexually transmitted diseases are becoming more difficult to cure, and some are even deadly. Sisters, we have to at least attempt to keep our men, our husbands, happy at home. I know that there are women who try with all of their might to keep her man happy, and in the long run, he ends up leaving her anyway. It is not your fault, sisters, if the man doesn't want to stick around. So quit tripping and trying to force him to stay. I have been around lots of coupled people and could just pick out what was wrong in their relationship. Don't ever see a seemingly happy couple and wish that you could have such a wonderful relationship. You have no idea what they are like behind closed doors. So many sisters are going through physical and emotional abuse from the outside. The relationship looks perfect. You pray to God to give you a relationship that is acceptable in His eyes. Let's be honest, sisters. There are some actions that we sometimes do that would cause a man to be turned off by us, huh? For instance, a man doesn't like to be talked down to. He doesn't like to be fronted in public or in front of his friends. The man is designed to answer to God about what has gone wrong in the family. Sometimes when things are falling apart, the man will clam up because he feels like he is failing. And men do not like to fail by nature, sisters. Men are conquerors. Even in school, the boys would even have contests on who could get the most girls to like them. Even as adults, there are some men who still go out and try to date as many women as possible. If you are with a man who has that mentality, let him go, sisters. He ain't ready yet. Men like it when you prepare their food and serve it to them. Uh-oh. Even Adam was readily waiting to receive the fruit from Eve she had picked off of the tree. Sisters, we have gotten into this mentality that we are not slaves and that men should serve themselves. Look at who raised the man, the woman. Most men were raised by mothers who cooked and cleaned for the family. She probably even did all of the laundry, shopping, and setting the table, and the list goes on. Sisters, do you think that a man who was raised in a house with a nurturing mother, who will be content in a house with a woman who doesn't cook, clean, do laundry, or anything? Yes, the sex might be what lured him in, but the sex is not going to keep him in. After a while, he is going to miss the attributes of his mother. We say that we don't want to be with a man who we have to be a mother to. But know this, that man already knows that you are not his mother. Get real. He is, however, looking for some of his mother in you, accepted or not. A man likes it, a woman who is not afraid in the bedroom. Come on now. Whatever you did in the beginning to get him, you need to keep on doing it to keep him. I expect that from my man. Don't be one way while we are dating. As soon as we settle down with each other, you become someone else. Hey sis, can we talk some more? I am ashamed to say, but I have dealt with married men in my lifetime. As a matter of fact, before I became saved, married men were the only ones that I dated. Honestly, I enjoyed the freedom of not having to cater to a man. I didn't have to cook his meals or wash his dirty clothes. I even got the pleasure out of being the other woman. If I didn't want to be bothered with him, I didn't have to. If I wanted to break it off, all I had to do was threaten to tell the wife, and then the relationship was over. I was playing a dangerous game dealing with a married man. People have been murdered over infidelity. Children have suffered due to the father stepping out on his wife. I took pride in knowing that the husband would come to me to satisfy his needs. I felt that if the wife was taking care of business at home, then he wouldn't be with me. Believe me, sisters, I have definitely reaped everything that I have sown. I have spent many years being alone, yearning for the companionship of my own husband. If I could take it back, things would be done a lot differently. The price I paid for breaking up marriages, my marriage that I dream about. I am not trying to tell you women what to do. You do what you want, but just know this, what goes around comes around, for real. That is an excerpt from my second chapter in my book, Sister to Sister, Repairing the Gap in Sisterhood. We are here on Black Women of Faith Community every Tuesday at 7 p.m. We're live streaming every Tuesday at 7 p.m. from the Black Woman of Faith on Facebook. You can also email me your thoughts at info@trpbooks.com, or you can call me at 623-329-1911. You may also order this book as a downloadable because it is in its revising stage. So you can download it for $6.95 at trpstore.com. Thank you, and we'll see you for Chapter 3. Bye-bye.